What is up, game changers and soul warriors? There's something I want to show you guys today. So, for those of you who know me, will be familiar with what I'm talking about. For those of you who are new here, will not. So, today I'm going to talk about part of the apocalypse, what it is, this little aspect of it, anyways. And I've got some interesting things I want to show you pertaining to it. So, who I am, my name is Juniper Bloom Mystique. I am an ascension master healer and divine guide. I'm the one who brought about the ascension. Essentially, as crazy as that sounds, it's very true. It's all been recorded. It happened to and through me, some even live on this channel, but usually during workshops and things where I don't even know what's coming. Okay, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. It's mind-blowing, and watching these videos alone could be you waking up. So welcome, welcome, welcome. One of the first things I did, I'm going to call this the apocalypse of the GMOs. I talked about food shortages coming for a reason, okay? Do I think we're going to go completely without food? No, but some people might, right? Because I feel like the bigger conglomerates that deal with the GMOs are going to have to go down. So one of the things that I did while I was clearing, I think it was before I cleared Mt Shasta. So like I said, let me give you just a really quick recap to what it means to bring about the ascension. I did it through, it started with my Kundalini awakening. Then I started doing things to the planet. I rose Atlantis after clearing my own contract and watching myself die there. I cleared Mt Shasta. Then we went into activating pyramids. Then it went into uniting twin flames, freeing Jesus's soul, uniting my DMNI, battling fallen angels. He died, getting a new one. And now we're even on the path of activating new pyramids. Okay, this is true. It's big. But prior to doing all of that, one of the first things I did was threw money into a portal, because the dirty aspects of money, it's not all of God. People should not lust over money more than they care about love. It's not okay. And then another thing that I did was I started plucking GMO farms. Energetically, I would go all over and pluck GMO farms. Okay. And I started doing that in 2019, which brings me to this video, Mr. BB333, Mr. MBB333. I've never really watched him before, but this one popped into my radar, and I want to show you guys why. Right to fair use, but go over and subscribe to his channel, Mr. MBB333. I think he focuses on weather and stuff like that, but there's something really cool here. So there's a conspiracy theory about farm animals, because since I plucked the GMO farms, check this out. Like I really did. I went energetically and started plucking GMO farms. I lightning struck the Illuminati headquarters, which was also in Africa at the same time. And there's no coincidences to what's happening in all over the world with what I've done. If you pay attention to what I've done, you can actually align it up. It's pretty darn awesome. So let's check this out. I'm like, why can't I hear it? Hang on a second. Hopefully you guys heard me, because for some reason we can't hear him. Let me check my, can you all hear me? I think you can hear me just fine. Yeah, everything should be okay. So I'm not sure why we can't hear him. Huh. I'm like, what the Heasley? We should be able to hear him just fine. Speakers, everything's good. I can hear that. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear me because it's showing my microphone working. Okay, well, we may not be able to hear him, but I'm going to show you what he's saying, okay? So there's conspiracy theories going on about farmers, chickens, all that kind of stuff. All right, there's a reason why. I told you in 2019, I plucked the GMO farms. That is not a joke at all. Very pretty cool that I did that. And I didn't know what was going to be the outcome of that, right? I never do. I really, truly never do know what is going to be the outcome of the work that I'm doing. They show me some of the things. I know I cut off life support to California. We changed the root chakra back to Fiji. And then they show me earth crumpling. They've shown me waves coming in. They've shown me all these other things. But when I plucked the GMO farms, they didn't show me what that meant, right? So I'm just wondering why I can't hear it. Very interesting to me. You should be able to hear me. So I'm just going to talk about it as he plays it. Okay. There's a conspiracy theory because since 2019, something crazy has been happening with the farms. And you can go and check out this video too. I don't know why we can't hear it. That's concerning. Like, what is happening? I don't know. I'm like a little bit like, why can't I? I don't know, y'all. So yeah, everybody's calling it a conspiracy. So I'm just going to try to talk you through it and you can watch this video yourself. But there's approximately 100,000 hens killed in a fire at Hillendale Farms. Okay. So there's been 100,000 hens killed on that one. So we're going to go over the numbers here. He talks about all the numbers. Now remember, I plucked the farms in 2019. It was one of the first things I did. I went and literally plucked the farms of the GMOs. Conspiracy theory brewing over chicken farm fires is false, experts say. Of course they say that. Why wouldn't it be involved in the apocalypse? Why not? Seems plausible to me. Then he's going to go more over this. So he's like, you know, we could chalk it up to a conspiracy theory. He's saying something like that, but with the numbers don't lie, right? It's hard to reiterate when the numbers just don't lie. And he's going to show you some of the numbers. He does talk about weather and stuff like that too. But I'm waiting to see that list. So there's a list. It's going to show you all of these things. Let's see. You can watch that stuff yourself if you're curious about his channel. But I found this to be very interesting. Strange coincidences keep occurring. That's what I was saying. Huge vat sent through. So all these strange coincidences. There are no coincidences, by the way. That is the first thing I will tell you is there are no coincidences ever. So I wonder if he has it like blocked to where you can't share his voice or something. All right. I just want the list. I want to get to that list and I want to pause it for you guys to see it. Even the commercial, I can't hear it. Shouldn't be muted. So he does talk about the earthquakes. There's not normal. We should all know that by now, right? Sinkholes. There's massive sinkholes in places there shouldn't be sinkholes. That's another thing he talked about. They're just massive. I think even one in Colorado he mentioned, and I was like, what? Okay, so here we go. Approximately 100,000 hens killed in fire at Hillendale Farms. Here's this list. Like, check this out, okay? 2019, 25,000 deaths, chickens at an Alabama farm. 2019 in May, 100 plus. Cows, chickens, rabbits, dogs, not very big, right? But then we get into, okay, so it's just constants like 3, 5, 100, 25,000. That was in 2019. So total in 2019, there were 469,000 some odd animal killed. Yep, 469,525 farm animals killed in 2019. Just watch the numbers. Okay, that's when I plucked the GMO farms to begin with. And then I want you to see something else. This will take us to the next year, and then he's going to show the numbers for the year after that. 20,000 in Georgia in 2019. 2 chicken houses were destroyed in that one. Wait till you see the difference next year. So hang on. Then we'll go to 2020. I think he shows next. We have 1,675,195 farm animals killed in 2020. So you see that jump, 1.2 million more from the year prior. And that was the year that I had plucked the GMO farms. If you think this is a conspiracy theory, it's not. This is the apocalypse. So this was a part of it, apocalypse of the GMOs. There will be a downfall of money, but not the way people think of it. So if you get really afraid and hold on to the money, what good does that do you? None at all. Only those will suffer that were obsessed with that kind of stuff, right? The ones who played into the darkness of things. So you can consider these are all GMO farms. Look at those numbers. It's huge. 2020, 400,000, 280,000 chickens died, 250,000 chickens died. And then we're going to go the next year. 681,825 animals killed, in 2021. And wait until you go to 2022. The numbers just keep getting, they're bigger than they ever were before. Okay, and I found this to be quite interesting. This is apocalypse of the GMOs. Absolutely. 2022, 518,973 farm animals. This is why they're saying there's a conspiracy theory, because there's no amount to say that's like a lot. There's a very much so a lot of farm animals being killed. These are fires. These are just random things that are taking them out. It's insane. Not just accidental, like these, you know what I mean? There's too many of them. So that's why they're calling it a conspiracy theory. But if you watch the work that I do, I plucked the GMO farms in 2019. So there's no joke. Then 2023, we're already up so far, 144,831, and we're already there so far. So it just keeps going. So their theory, the conspiracy theory is growing so much that they're noticing something, right? How should I say that? The numbers are so large, they're considering it a conspiracy. That people are saying, oh, it's the apocalypse. Well, it is. Anything GMO related will continue to be eliminated. It will. And I talk about these things. I talk about the fall of everything and how it's going to go down. I plucked the GMO farms. I lightning struck certain things, spontaneous combustions, and water. So consider these avenues. Okay. Start looking for mom and pop farmers. I feel like those are going to be the safer ones. It's the ones that were more in mass production. I feel like that were part of the GMO conglomerate. Okay. GMO is a big deal. As the healer that I am upon my awakening, I was shown what causes things like not Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and spirit. Actually, I worked in the autistic field, which was strange. You can call it ironic. And then upon my awakening, I realized what was causing that. They can blame it on Tylenol. They blame it on all kinds of things, and maybe Tylenol helped, but it was not the reasoning. GMOs is everything. You're eating fake food. You're not even eating food that our bodies can read, because they genetically modified it from what was natural to the earth. And so you can keep watching the apocalypse of the GMOs. Okay. I wanted to share that with you guys today. That is a phase that we are in. Things will continue to fall. I had talked about that. And then I started talking about banks falling, remember? And then my DM got thwarted for about a year. And so everything kind of took a halt. But once we were able to complete the ascension and return Christ, that is why everything will continue to be seen now. So just be mindful. I'll call this one the section of the apocalypse of the GMOs. Okay. You guys can feel free to check out that video. Since the volume didn't work, I don't think they should tag me at all. But I will post his thing underneath the description of the video. Okay. So welcome to the apocalypse phase 1, 2, and 4. I feel like it'll go back and forth. I feel like we'll continue to watch these things occur. Then we're going to watch something else occur. And it's just going to continue to go back and forth. Okay. But welcome, apocalypse of the GMOs. There is no conspiracy theory here. And it's funny because if you go in the comments, it's like, it's a badge of honor to be called a conspiracy theorist. I had to mentally prepare myself for this video. I am a longtime farmer. I simply cannot imagine the depth of the evilness to destroy helpless and contained animals. We respect and lovingly care for our animals who usefully supply our needs unselfishly. Anyone who would do this would take a human life. So it is the apocalypse, which is of the gods. So yeah, there's going to be death. It is what it is. It's judgment day. And if you want to mess with the genetic modification of animals for food purposes, or the food that you're feeding the animals, whatever the case may be, it's not of God. So anything that's not of God is going to be destroyed. You're going to have random moments of destruction, right? If you watch my videos, I talked about that in the latest pyramid activation. They said that I was the Eye of Ra. And if you do research on that, it's the gods come in for destruction to be rebuilt. Okay. Because it needs to be rebuilt in the land of the one, because that's where we're going. And it's not 5D, remember, it's 7D. So be a little more painful than it was supposed to be, but also beautiful. We should be celebrating. This should be a beautiful thing. And people aren't going to look at it like that because they can't see clearly the fact that what is happening is the only thing that's going to be destroyed is what is not of God. Okay. And so, yeah, maybe they put a lot of heart and soul into these farms, but you have to question, what are they feeding the animals? What were the animals comprised of? Because if we keep eating GMOs, that is why we keep getting really sick. Okay, that is the cause of a lot of things. And if you don't believe me, feel free to do the research that I've done when Spirit told me to do the research. You can actually track it all the way back to around the time frame when autism was started hitting the scene, birth defects of another nature, all these kinds of things. In order to genetically modify, you're going to mess with our genome pool. And that is not of God. This is also why I tell you the medical field will also be hit. When? Just remains to be seen. So much love to all of you. I hope you enjoy your day today. It's a beautiful day. Make sure you make love to the earth in some way. Enjoy the sun. Just love everywhere. Until next time.